Good morning, friends. This is Assistant Professor Namrata Khilochia, Prof. LBBA College, Vapi. In the last question, we had discussed different sources of idea generation, but all the ideas are not promising and profitable for investment. And that's why the next step must be required, that is preliminary screening of the project idea. Some kind of screening is required to eliminate those ideas which are not promising. And that's why there are utilization of 6 criteria for this screening procedure. Let us discuss this one by one. So, for the screening, first one criteria is compatibility with the promoters. Now, compatibility means suitability. The idea must be suitable with the interest, personality, and resources of the entrepreneur. According to Murphy, a real opportunity has 3 characteristics. These are: first one, it fits with the personality of the entrepreneur. Second, it is accessible to him. And third one, it offers rapid growth and high return on the invested capital by entrepreneur. The second one criteria for screening is consistency with governmental priorities. The project idea must be feasible. Now, feasible means what? It should be suitable with the given national goals and governmental regulation framework, like license for the project, location norms, cultural and social factors, environmental effect on the country, etc. need to consider while selecting the idea. The third one criteria for screening process, that is availability of the different inputs. Here, the inputs should be available like capital, technical knowledge, raw material, water and electric resources, labors, etc. Though industrial growth increase day by day, still supply situation of power, coal and transport facilities leaves much to be desired. The fourth one criteria for screening is adequacy of the market. The size of the present market must offer the prospect of adequate sales volume. To judge the adequacy of the market, one need to consider these factors like total domestic market, export markets, competitors and their market share, price profile of competitors as well as own, sales and distribution system, projected increase in consumption, barriers to the entry of the new units, patent protection, economic, social and various demographical trends favorable to increase consumption, etc. The fifth one criteria for screening, that is reasonableness of cost. The cost structure of the proposed project must enable it to realize an acceptable profit with a competitive price. The following criteria need to be examined in this regard. So, for the reasonableness of the cost, we need to consider cost of material inputs, labor cost, factory overheads, general administration expenses, selling and distribution cost, service cost, economies of scale, etc. The sixth one criteria for screening process, that is acceptability of risk level. In the assessment of a risk, a difficult task indeed, the following factors need to be considered. These are technical changes, vulnerability of the business cycle, competition from the substitutes, competition from the imports, government control over price and distribution. So, these are the main 6 criteria that will provide support for screening the project idea and selecting the best promising project idea for the future investment by the entrepreneur. Thank you, students, for listening to me.